The game enters a dangerous silence. After the clash of influence, no one makes reckless moves anymore. Every word feels measured. Every action feels intentional. The group understands one thing clearly now. Mistakes are no longer forgiven. Shiho feels the pressure more than anyone. She's trapped between believing in fairness and realizing that fairness has no place here. Every choice forces her to betray either her morals or herself. Shibe withdraws further. Fear has turned him passive, and passivity is becoming lethal. The game no longer waits for those who hesitate. Tenji notices how the atmosphere has changed. This isn't chaos anymore. This is order. An order created by two opposing forces. Yutori begins applying quiet pressure. She nudges situations just enough to expose weaknesses. Not to destroy, but to test reactions. She's searching for cracks. Yuichi responds differently. Instead of resisting, he allows pressure to land. He lets minor losses happen. He lets suspicion grow around him. It's intentional, because pressure reveals more than comfort ever could. As tensions rise, one player makes a mistake. A small one, but irreversible. The system reacts immediately, punishing vulnerability without mercy. The group freezes. They finally understand the truth. This game doesn't reward intelligence anymore. It rewards emotional control. The chapter ends with a chilling realization. The battle between Yuichi and Yutori isn't about winning the game. It's about discovering who breaks first. And the game is watching closely. If you want next, the pressure finally turns personal. After the mistake in the previous round, the group becomes tense. No one wants to be the next person the game punishes. Silence replaces discussion, and fear controls every interaction. Shiho struggles to keep her composure. She realizes that emotional honesty is now a weakness. Showing concern or doubt only puts a target on your back. Shibe reaches a breaking point. His fear becomes visible, and visibility becomes danger. The more he tries to protect himself, the more exposed he becomes. Tenji understands the pattern clearly. The game is no longer testing decisions. It's testing who can hide their emotions the longest. Yutori pushes further. She subtly directs attention toward weaknesses in the group, never accusing, never attacking, just guiding suspicion. Every move is calm, controlled, and calculated. Yuichi notices immediately. Instead of confronting her, he mirrors her approach. He allows suspicion to spread in a direction that doesn't threaten him, redirecting pressure away at the perfect moment. The group reacts without realizing they're being steered. Blame shifts, fear relocates, balance restores. The organizers confirm the outcome. Once again, the system rewards control over chaos. A chapter ends with a quiet but terrifying truth. The Tomodachi game has become a battlefield of hidden intentions, and the ones who survive are not the strongest, but the ones who never let their emotions show. If you want, the game begins to close in. After rounds of silent manipulation, the group feels smaller, not physically, but emotionally. Everyone is isolated inside their own thoughts, afraid that one wrong reaction could end everything. Trust no longer exists. Only observation. Shiho feels the weight of being watched. Every move she makes feels judged, and the pressure forces her to suppress her instincts. Doing the right thing now feels more dangerous than doing nothing. Shibe barely speaks. Fear has turned into resignation. He's still in the game, but mentally, he's already losing. Tenji understands something crucial. This stage of the Tomodachi game isn't about action. It's about endurance. Whoever loses emotional control first will be eliminated. Yutori sharpens her strategy. She stops pushing directly and instead waits. She lets others create mistakes on their own. Patience becomes her weapon. And Yuichi? Yuichi realizes the game is tightening because the organizers want to collapse. They want someone to snap. So he does the opposite. He stabilizes the group just enough to delay that collapse, offering calm, controlled input It reduces panic without revealing intent. It's a dangerous balance. Too much control draws attention. Too little invites chaos. Yuuichi walks that line perfectly. The chapter ends with a quiet but alarming realization. The Tomodachi game isn't accelerating anymore. It's suffocating. And the one who can breathe the longest will be the last one standing. If you want next, the silence finally breaks. After prolonged tension, the game introduces a forced interaction, a situation where remaining passive is no longer an option. Everyone must act, and hesitation will be punished. The pressure spikes instantly. Shiho feels cornered. The choice placed before her goes directly against her values, but refusing it could cost more than she's ready to lose. For the first time, she considers abandoning her ideals completely. Shibe panics. Being forced to decide exposes how fragile he has become. Fear clouds his judgment, and his reaction draws attention he can't afford. Tenji recognizes the trap. This isn't about the decision itself. It's about who cracks under urgency. Yutori stays composed. She doesn't rush. She lets others act first, watching carefully who reveals desperation. Every reaction gives her more information. And Yuichi? Yuichi moves decisively. He makes a choice quickly, not because it's optimal, but because it removes uncertainty. The sudden clarity shocks the group. Panic eases even if the outcome isn't perfect. That was the point. Yuichi understands that fear multiplies when people feel stuck. By forcing motion, he regains control of the situation without drawing blame. The result stabilizes the group just enough. The organizers take note. Once again, Yuichi didn't escape the trap. He neutralized it. The chapter ends with a chilling truth. In the Tomodachi game, the fastest decision is often the most dangerous. But in the right hands, it becomes the strongest weapon of all. If you want,